So the main thing I want to talk about is the fact that I'm here in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, for the Turo Summit. My flight just landed in Phoenix. I left Chicago this morning with a breakup flight that took me to Denver, Colorado. And once we got to Denver, Colorado, made a stop, and in about an hour jumped on a plane, and it brought me over here to Phoenix. So there was like, a connecting flight. But as soon as I got here, I saw a big billboard, which you guys will see in the video. A big advertisement for Turo. Basically, Turo has a big presence here at the airport, being advertised as such a company, putting the cars with the prices on top of it as shown in the video. But that's not the only thing that wowed me. That's not the only thing that blew my mind. Guys, pardon me, I'm just gonna veer a little bit away from the subject right here. Something else that blew my mind was these self-driving cars. And I'm gonna wait here to show you guys a couple of them. So this is something that is real, is happening, and you need to be aware of this reality. So if you're an Uber driver, you have family members that drive Uber, this is coming to your state, and you need to know this. Based on my research and what I've heard, I heard through the pipeline that Arizona is a test ground for modern technology that's gonna eradicate and take people's jobs away. So a bunch of companies are here. I don't know what it is, maybe for some kind of tax incentive that the state offers to businesses, but they come here. This is a battleground state for modern technology. So they have self-driving cars. And right now, I think one is pulling up right now. So I'm gonna turn the camera around in a little bit to show you these cars. They're mostly Jaguars based on what I noticed. These are those Jaguars that are not really selling right now, but they found a use for these cars. These cars have been sitting on the lot. These specific type of electric Jaguars, they're not the best sellers, but hey, Jaguar and whatever this company is, Waymo, they figured out something to do with these cars, okay? One is pulling up right now, and I believe it has a passenger in it. So I'm gonna turn around the camera so you could see these cars. Here it comes. So here's one of those cars, right? It's called Waymo. Here's one of them. There's a passenger coming out. So I hope you don't mind me recording you. I'm sorry, I'm just talking to people on YouTube about these cars, these self-driving cars. How was your experience? It was amazing, right? Yeah. I'm just trying to show people that this is the future. If you're driving Uber, they're coming for your job. Guys, look at that. That's the car. There's nobody inside, and this is the future. You see, it even says that. It says, "Hail to the future." Right today with the Waymo app. So this is an app of its own. It's the type of, basically this is gonna take over Uber. Or Uber is probably an owner of this business. Uber is probably an investor. I cannot see a way that Uber does not know about, look at this, is self-driving. This thing knows how to stop, break into traffic, and move on its own. Guys, there it goes. This is amazing. This is amazing. So there you have it, guys. The future is here, and the difference is clear. This thing can pick you up, bring you to the airport, drop you off, and pull off in the busiest of traffic. Like, I really feel bad for Uber drivers because this is gonna go nationwide. So it's time for you to double up on your hustle and find an alternate way to make multiple sources of income. Well, with that said, now let's get back to where we're here. So I've landed. I'm waiting on an Uber to pick me up. I'm going to the Airbnb after this. Coming to the airport, it was pretty easy. There was not much. I just had one hand luggage. I had my book. I travel very light. I don't carry too much when I'm traveling. My traveling is very relaxed. I don't do too much. And I have a technique that I use when I get to airports. So instead of going to arrivals and jumping into an Uber, I just go to departure where the Uber drivers are dropping people off. I find an Uber driver that just drops someone off. I offer them cash, because I know Uber is probably paying them less than what I would pay them. So for example, if I look in the Uber app and the Uber app is saying something like $60, I offer them 50 or 55 or 45. There's a high propensity they're gonna take it. So that's what I'm about to do right now. And after that, I'm heading to the Airbnb. Once I get to the Airbnb, my plans are to drop off my stuff, settle in, and then go for a walk. It's really hot here. It's really hot over here in Arizona, so I don't know, I'm kind of dressed inappropriately, or maybe I just need to lighten up. I'm probably gonna take out the inner coat and I'm gonna lighten up a little bit, take off the tie so that I could be more weather appropriate for Arizona. I have a pair of jeans and I have a t-shirt or two, so I'm gonna be able to make that transition very easily. But guys, here it is. We're here for the Turo Summit. I'm gonna go to the hotel where the Turo Summit is happening. I'm gonna bring you more information. I'm gonna share with you more videos so you can see what's going on. The summit actually starts tomorrow, but I'm here a day early so that I can settle in, get to know Phoenix, enjoy the city, hang out, and whatnot. So hang in there, stay watching, and I'll bring you more. So my Uber driver ended up being an African guy from Rwanda. To say the least, dude was freaking interesting. He pulled up, I asked him, hey, would you do a cash ride? He was like, yes, I take you, no problem. See, Africans are hustlers. They would always get the job done. So I jumped in and he brought me over here. Uber was charging, I think, close to $50. He did it for, I think, the Uber X didn't have a problem doing it for $33, I think 35. He fluctuated 38 and then came down to 33. He did it for $25, so that's not bad. And not only that, he built a relationship. You know, me and him bonded. I told him that I was here on the Turo Summit, and we were able to have a conversation. I told him about the car rental business, and he was very, very interested. He's been in the United States for a year. I told him I've been here for 22 years. So we bonded over that African camaraderie. And after all said and done, he took my number, and he was very interested to know about the car rental business. So I'm gonna take him through the whole cycle. So from auction purchases to registration with Turo, to show him how Turo works, and setting him up on the platform so he could be able to make some money. And he had, I believe it was 2017 Honda CR-V, and he was asking me, how much do you think this car could make? And I told him, yeah, it could go anywhere from $50 to $65 a day. So I think that was a good estimate, and we'll see how much he could, you know, we can see how everything sets up. I'll give you guys an update on that. But right now, I'm downtown Phoenix, and I'm over here by the convention center where the Turo Summit is gonna be happening. I don't know exactly where, but I think I'm close. I'm right here at the intersection. I know the address is 245, but I can't figure out which exact building it is. But right now I'm gonna go to a canteen I've seen over there. I'm gonna go relax, chill, charge my phone, and just reset for a little bit. I figured after checking through my itinerary, my Airbnb check-in is actually set for 3 o'clock, so I can't check in right now. So I'm gonna go just hang out somewhere, take a walk around, see what this town is all about. I can tell you one thing, it's hot. Not as hot as I expected. The Nigeria gets hotter than this, but it's still hot. So I'm gonna go hang out somewhere, see what's going on. I'll bring you guys some more of this content. And yeah, that's what's going on. I'm gonna actually take this opportunity to locate the exact convention center where the Turo Summit is gonna be happening. I already signed up. I can see this is the center where the Suns play, so that's good. So yeah, I'm gonna just tour the town a little bit and try to see what Phoenix has in store for a Chicago man. So I'm here in downtown Phoenix. I grabbed me a nice lunch or slash breakfast. I stopped at a place called Breakfast Club, and I had a nice smoothie and something light. So now I'm heading to my Airbnb to check in, taking a nice walk to kind of offset all that calorie intake, burn some of those calories. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna go check into my Airbnb, change clothes, put on something lighter to suit the weather, and I'll be back downtown Phoenix to do some sightseeing. All right? See you guys on the next one. And just like that, we're back. So if you had started watching my series about the Turo Host Summit from the perspective of a power host, this is a continuation. I just touched down from Chicago via Colorado down on Phoenix. I'm here now I'm engaging the city. I'm, taking a tour, seeing what's going on, seeing what's what. I just had a nice brunch. I'm taking a walk to my Airbnb right now. So this is gonna be the part where I show you everything that happens from after my brunch to the Airbnb and back downtown, because I'm gonna come back here later to, get acquainted with the city or the town, downtown to be specific. So this is me on my way. I have about an hour walk. I chose to walk because I'm on this whole fitness thing that I'm doing. I'm trying to stay fit. I thought of taking the Bird or one of those scooters, but the Lime scooter. But I just thought to myself, it's better to just walk, burn the carbs, exercise, and just do stuff that is geared towards fitness. So right now, I'm on my way to the Airbnb, and I'll see you guys an hour from now when I get to the Airbnb, and I'll give you a tour. By the way, a footnote, my whole MO for this trip is to be as inexpensive as possible. I tried to make it affordable, so my Airbnb is very decently priced. I'll do my best to share the cost with you guys. And my flight ticket was very decently priced. All in all, this trip should not cost me up to $500. So this trip is going to cost me less than $500 after all said and done, assuming I don't ball out or do something crazy while I'm here. So I'll keep you updated. Okay? So I just walked all the way from downtown over there. Now I'm 8 minutes away from my Airbnb. As it's gonna show on the screen. There's the highway there. It wasn't an easy walk. Guys, note to you, suits are not for hot weather. Okay, so once I get over to my Airbnb, I'm gonna shower and I'm gonna change it to something lighter, and I'm not gonna wear a suit. I might wear a jacket, but I'm gonna try to keep it light because the weather here is pretty hot. So I just walked all the way from over there, and now I'm 8 minutes from the Airbnb. Okay, finally got to the Airbnb. I believe it's here. This is the Airbnb. God, it's hot in Arizona. So this is the Airbnb, and I believe this is the gate you go through. You have to go through here. Gonna close that respectfully. There's a nice ambience to it. It's not bad. Reminds me of houses in Nigeria. There's the back gate, just in case you want to park. It's not bad. I like it. So now we get to the door. Gotta open the door. Okay. Here we go. It says hello right there. And now we're in the Airbnb. Okay. So I put down my bag. And it's not bad. It says over there, be our guest. This is the kitchen counter. This is the fridge. There's a jug of water in there. Thank you. Freezer. Oh, they got some food in there. Got some towels. Over there's a little wardrobe. Another one right there. It's the washroom. With a big mirror. Have the iron. Have a broom over there to sweep to keep clean. Have the stand-up sink. Have the stand-up shower. And a little art painting over there. All in all, I think it's a good experience. Got some books just in case. So what are my thoughts? I think it's nice. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and relax, refresh, and recharge. So if I'm liking it, I'm liking Phoenix. It's hot. Phoenix, Arizona is hot, but it's the kind of hot that I believe I could deal with. So far, so good. So I walked past a couple of bars, pretty ladies here and there. I saw a lady, she drove by in a G-Wagon. She was looking at the kids. She was like, I don't know, she might be looking at me because who's this asswipe in a suit in Phoenix in the middle of the day? Or she might just think the kid is fly, you know? So I don't know which it is, but either way, I'm getting a lot of positive response over here. People smile a lot and people greet you a lot. They say hello. Even if they're just driving, the construction workers in the pickup truck. I walked past a construction site. I commended a guy for doing an awesome job, and he offered me a job. He was like, yes, we're doing electrical. In case you need a job, we're hiring. So far so good. So the vibe is good. I'm liking it. Came into the Airbnb. Was frustrated at first because I couldn't find the code to the door, but eventually was squeezed into a line somewhere in the earlier message that was sent to me. So my frustration died down. I was able to access the code, open the door, and come right in. Coming right in, my sense of relief just went up because the fan was already turned on. Everywhere was clean. I showed you guys the walkthrough. It's a decent place. So now I'm just gonna take my time, chill, kick my shoes off, and just try to enjoy the day before the summit. There's more to come. Don't get lost. I'm all recharged and I'm ready to go YouTube. So I'm dressed down, okay? And I'm just gonna jump in an Uber. The Uber's on the way here, it says 5 minutes away. So by the time of making this video, it's probably 3 minutes away. I'm gonna head downtown, take a walk around, see what Phoenix is about, get a good vibe of the location where the Power Host Summit is happening. I'm gonna check out the hotels, like the courtyard where other Power Hosts are supposed to be staying at. Just grab some evening food. Earlier I didn't eat anything heavy, so I'm gonna do all these things and a whole bag of Chips Ahoy down the line. So right now the Uber is on the way. I'm gonna jump in. Took a shower, cooled off. That helped a lot. Man, Phoenix is hot. I didn't expect it. But anyway, we're good. We're here. Let me tell you how. Scratch. Break. Let me tell you how hot Phoenix is, okay? I was so hot in my suit that I had to hang my clothes outside to dry for a bit. Right? Just to let them dry for a bit because it was so hot. But after all said and done, it's good. So now I'm gonna go out for the evening and hang out and see what's going on. Just take a walk and get a good um, grasp or grip of what's going on in the town. Okay, it says Uber's pulling up, so we're gonna head out. That's off. I'm gonna grab this. I have my card. Okay. Uber driver just pulled up, about to hop on this Uber and go have a night in town. Hey, for Destiny Autos?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was just gonna walk into town. Thank you so much, okay?
Have a nice day.
You have a good one, okay?
Bye-bye then.
Best wishes. I already did the whole recording and finally realized that the sound effect went out. So let me tell you what happened for the night. So after I jumped out of the Uber, I walked the boulevard, took some more pictures, and in this clip right here, you can see me walking towards the motels and the resident inn where other people were staying so that I could see if I could meet any power host, other people. So I was just scanning the neighborhood, taking a look at the architecture, just taking in the night. It was a beautiful night. Weather was great. College students working around. A little bit of scanty for the town, but I didn't mind that. And I just kept walking, looking for somewhere to eat. I was looking for restaurants, just trying to find somewhere that had the type of food that my body would accept. Because the thing I noticed about Phoenix is that they serve big plates, and when you look at the big plates that they serve, most of the food's like GMO and stuff like that. And I try to find something that is a little bit, GMO free, something a little bit fresh, and that's what was going on here. So I walked for a bit, but the choice that I made at last will shock you. And there goes one of those self-driving cars. I saw a lot of them. I talked about them in my part 1 video, the Jaguar I-Pace. It's a car that's all over Phoenix, Arizona, by a company called Wago. So if you download the app, you could have that experience. It drives itself totally autonomous. It moves everywhere, picks up passengers just like anything. Here I got to the intersection of a major street. I believe this was 3rd or something like that. So I was trying to decide what direction to actually go. So I think it was Roosevelt, somewhere around there. There's a bunch of hotels, a bunch of bars. It was Monday night. Most of the bars were like empty, so it didn't matter. And there it goes again, the same I-Pace, the autonomous vehicle, picking up a young lady and the boyfriend or something like that, or whoever they're with, an associate. So I just had to scan. You see at the top, it shows the initials of the person that is picking up. It's pretty neat stuff, and Uber drivers should be worried, because once this hits across the country, it's over for anybody that is making their money driving vehicles. So here I was just scanning around the town. Here comes the tram. I get a good picture of the tram. The tram goes all around downtown, picking and dropping off people. Probably a very good piece of transportation. I wish we had that in Chicago. So here at this point, I just walked past the cathedral or the stadium where the Phoenix Suns play. I think it's Convention Center. And here you can see I just arrived on Jackson 245. This is where the Turo Summit, Power Host Summit was going to be taking place. So I scanned around it, and I didn't know the entrance quite yet. So apparently that night there was another event going on there. You can see right there, it says the Footprint, is like the Footprint Arena or something like that. Yeah, the Phoenix Suns were playing. And one thing I noticed about this town is that most of the expensive cars have paper plates. I don't know why. My guess here, I even talked about it in the video, my guess is that some of them are trying to avoid taxes or something like that, or it's like a clever accounting kind of process. Yeah, a lot of paper plates everywhere with G-Wagons, all kinds of cars. And here is this nice, I believe it's a Lincoln Continental drop top with the suicide doors. I had to get a picture of that. And finally I got to on Jackson. This is the front of the location, and it says the Power Host Summit. This is where the Turo Power Host Summit was going to be happening. So I was glad I got that. And right next to it, while I was just getting my clean shot, there goes a homeless person lying down. There's a lot of homeless people in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. But one thing I'll tell you about the homeless people out here is that they are fit. I've not seen one fat homeless person out here. So at this point, I already accomplished my goal to find the location where most of the power hosts were staying, their hotels, residence inn, and courtyard. And I found the location where the Tour Host Summit was going to happen. The rest of the night was just going to be debauchery, something that you can only show on OnlyFans or on Patreon. So I did not do that. So if you want to see more of that, check me out on Patreon. Morning. So this is the day, the D-Day of the Power Host Summit. So I'm about to get ready right now. My Uber is on the way. I'm about to jump in the Uber and be out of here. So let me go on and get to my shoot. I think Uber should be arriving shortly. Uber should be here. There go Uber. For Destiny Autos?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. How's your day going?
Hey.
Oh, okay. How many hours are you doing?
16.
16 hours. That's good. That's how you're supposed to
7
do
days
it.
a week.
Man, yeah, you must have taken a red pill or something, man.
I do 1 C4.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
Not bad. That works really good for me.
That's what's up, man.
I don't know. The Red Bulls, like, I don't know.
No, I'm saying you work hard. That's good stuff,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
That's good
I start
stuff.
at 10 p.m.
No, that's great stuff, man. Just keep going, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Money,
Especially here where you guys have that Waymo, you know?
Yeah.
It's competition.
Yeah.
The competition is thick out here.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy stuff,
Very
man.
thick out here.
So with that kind of hours, how much are you clearing a week?
About I do about 450 a day.
Oh, 450. That's good. So you're clearing more than 10 grand a month.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's
Almost
awesome.
close to 11.
Ooh, that's good stuff, man. That's good. You're putting in the hours, man.
Hours, yeah.
Oh, bro.
Very, very good money, man. That's why the 3 years I haven't stopped.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good. So what are you diversifying your money, into?
I have 4 businesses.
Oh, really?
Good eating.
Good eating?
And I
Okay.
just started my own mini festival, music festival.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
That's why I put in so many hours because
You need to fund that. Yeah.
by next year, the middle of next year,
Yeah. You're done.
done.
That's it. And what I found out is that with this business, once you start making like over 15, like once you find some other income that makes you over $15,000
Right.
a month, you don't have to do this no more.
That's what it's about.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
and that's crazy you said that because I always crunch the numbers.
Yeah, that's your goal. Yeah, of course. You can't be a money man if you don't know the numbers. You got to know the facts, data, and statistics for you to function properly.
I always tell myself if I make $450, $500 a day, and how many days I want to do it.
Yeah.
What am I gonna be selling? So that for me, man, like you have to have all that structured and put in place before you can even move forward.
Yeah, that's right. People don't understand. There's a basic foundation you got to cover. Once you cover that basic foundation,
Execute.
it actually opens up a path for greater things.
It does.
So
It does. Once you open up that time where now I can spend 16 hours on my business.
Yes, you're limitless.
Once I can do that,
You're limitless. Let me ask you this question, right? Since you started making money, right? What dollar amount would you say as soon as you crossed it, life started looking easier, you know?
So, like as far as like it didn't seem so hard anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, 'cause we have our own cleaner business too on the side.
Oh,
So
okay.
I've seen $10,000 to $13,000 a month.
No, I'm saying how much have you had in your bank account? And once you saw that money in there, the way you moved in life, it seems like you could see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know,
yeah. So for me is I always have a percentage of what I want to keep in and what I want to take out.
Oh, okay.
And I always have a percentage of
So at what number? At what exact number did life start seeming like?
I feel like for me, honestly, as long as I can keep, as long as at all times I have about at least 20 grand in here.
Oh, that's good. That's a good number.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's a very good number.
As long as I can keep making money and I got 20 grand in there.
Yeah.
That's good money.
That's good number. That's a good number. Yeah, I noticed that me personally, as soon as I crossed the $10,000 mark, you know, life started seeming a little bit, you know,
more easier.
Like life was playing in my favor at that point.
That's how you need to make it in life, man. That's the only way to do it. Is you have to make sure you have enough money to where if something was to ever hit the fan,
you'll be good. That's how I look at it too.
That's how you got it. You know, and I try to tell people, man, you need to grind and work, but you need to learn how to have money management.
You need to know good money, not just money management. I find out that money management kind of equates to time management too. Do you find out the same thing? You cannot be a good money manager if you're not a good time manager.
Right, 100%. 100%. How many people work for them?
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
So there's always going to be the owners and the workers. So you just choose your side. Like no harm, no foul against you though. Whichever side you choose, you just get exactly. You just got to deal with the outcome.
Right.
You can't complain.
You can't complain. You know, because for me, don't complain.
Yeah,
when you're not trying to do nothing about it.
Especially when the doers are doing. Don't get mad, because they're just doing what side they chose. They're playing for the team they chose.
And don't get upset when you see me
doing.
Don't get, you know.
Yeah.
We're still friends.
I told them we're on different levels, man. You know, one of the things I don't like is when men think that all men are on the same level. You know what I mean?
Nah.
You know, so it's a very shitty thing.
Nah, I can't do it, man. You know, as a black man in general, we already are looked at down here.
They're looked at down.
So that's
even sometimes when we're actually not down there, you still be looked up like you're down there.
Because the reason why is because we're not supposed to be here.
It's not that we're not supposed to. We're subjugated to where we are.
Okay, so we're supposed to be here, but history
placed us where it placed us. I see what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so you're right. We're supposed to be here, but the way they see it is they didn't want us to be here.
I see what you're saying. So now it's on you.
It's on you
to put yourself wherever you want to put.
Yeah.
The stratification is there. Just place yourself wherever you choose.
Wherever you choose.
I got you.
You want to work somewhere for 30 years?
It's on you. It's on you. If you want to go start a business and make $1 billion, it's on you.
I'm on it, man. I'm on top of it.
It's an amazing thing, man.
Yeah.
I love this conversation, bro.
Right. Because it's real life.
It's real life. This is what's going on.
These guys own these buildings and all this stuff.
Yeah.
They get to travel whenever they want.
They fly wherever they want.
Wherever the hell they want. You know, it's like why are you living life? And once again,
not on your terms. Why are you not living life on your own terms?
On your own.
It's a crazy thing, man.
You know?
It's a crazy thing. It's wild, bro. I would never get it.
Somebody worked for one company for 30 years, right?
Jesus.
And they're only making $28 an hour.
Are you serious?
Right.
Oh,
wow.
Walmart
employee.
Oh, man, that's crazy. I'm right here in front of the Ferrari,
Okay.
right here. Thank you. I'll pull up right here. Thank you so much for the conversation, man.
What's this right here?
This Turo convention, right? It's a Power Host Summit. Okay. So guys that own over 10 cars or have made over $36,000 a year.
Come here.
Yes. Okay, so, man. You know, the company organized a convention where we all get together, and I'm here to network, but we'll see what else they have in stock. Yeah. Okay, so you take care, man. Stay hard, okay? All right, bro. I'll leave you a good tip. So here are the cars. This car is a Rivian. It was brought here by Rivian. Here's another Rivian. They even got a Ferrari 488. I believe this belongs to one of Turo renters. And over there, it says the owner. This is Chen, 2008. This is a Nissan, Chevy CA Corvette. This is a GMC. And I believe these are all cars belonging to Turo Host. It's amazing. So it's brought to you by Nissan. The Spider. Okay.
Are like outdated.
Well, the thing about it is that you cannot really have a YouTube video when it comes to this Turo stuff, right?
Just initial.
I'm recording this, by the way, if you don't mind. You know, just for to conversation to help other Turo get hosts. The thing about it is that Turo keeps changing and keeps developing and keeps innovating. So because of that, guys like you and I, they look at us as businessmen. People always think that they work for Turo. Like you're on your own. And if you want to find out how true that is, go against their violations and you find out real quick that you see what I'm saying?
See it on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. So because of that, you have to just keep staying innovative and do what's in your best interest, because these guys are doing what's in their best interest. Turo's going to do what's in their best interest. They're not doing what's in your and I's best interest. That's why
With the latest changes.
that's why they dropped those prices, so that they could, because they figured we have more cars on the platform right now. Why are we having these fuckers hold up the prices? Let's just boost the bottom line, right, by dropping the prices, so that every other person could leave enterprise and come to us. That's what it's all. You came through the airport, right? Did you see the giant ad?
Yeah.
You saw the giant ad?
And also, I've been up in, I think it's Newark.
Newark, yeah. They rented a big ass billboard over there.
They don't have it at mine.
Yeah.
All throughout. Like,
In
where
Chicago.
You check in at, you know, get past TSA and there's you.
Yeah. But you see, this city, I think, is like a battleground state for like tech innovations. So a lot of new technology is being tried out here. Chicago, Turo bought a billboard, but they don't have the kind of presence that Enterprise and all the old, grandfather car rental companies have over there. Those companies have actually used money to muscle Turo. So that's why you see, like in San Francisco, they keep telling people don't come to the airport. All that is lobbying, So
in Florida, of course, they canceled out to Orlando.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So
the rest of it is all my new customers by word of mouth.
exactly. So it's
Not a lot of marketing.
but I encourage a lot of people, just use Facebook.
Yeah.
Just use Facebook. I use Facebook to
I
score.
use Facebook and QR codes.
Yes, exactly. Because also another thing that is innovative you could do is the license plates.
Yes.
You could advertise through license plate brackets and all that kind of stuff.
Just-
Oh, look at this guy. He's checking you out.
He only has a few spots, so it's
So it's
very
kind of
hard.
tough to bring a car to a customer.
A guest doesn't want to take the hassle of going or go through smoke or weed and
Yeah,
smell.
I mean,
And
I'm almost 8 out of 10.
Now let me ask you a question. What is the crash rate, or like the negative return rate? Like the rate at which you rent a car, someone brings it back with a scratch on the bumper, and then what is the time limit before you get another scratch again on the same bumper, or like on a different part of the same car?
And that's what got me in it. It's almost, I had in 6 months, At the time, I was testing it out. Right?
Yes, yes.
So I had almost 10 cars. That's why I asked the insurance because I had 10 total losses already.
That's good for you.
In 6 months, I mean, because
But they were older cars, so you made profit on the loss?
I'm a car dealer to begin
Oh,
with.
so you got
I'm a car dealer too.
I'm a car
That's the
dealer.
advantage. That's the
I just
advantage.
work at a dealership. But,
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry, Jeff. I'll hook you up.
I'm a rebuilder too.
Oh, I'm a rebuilder too. Yeah, I have a body shop.
I have a
Oh,
body
I
shop.
got a lot of
I have a mechanic shop.
I have a mechanic shop.
I have a
Yeah.
sales showroom.
I have my very good friend Mike Skopal. He owns the largest tire shop inventory in the whole United States. United Tires.
United, that's we.
Yeah. So where that's
That's the
good.
thing, when you buy them records, you want it to be in an accident.
That's right. That's right. You
In
want?
St. Louis, it's great for that.
Oh, St. Louis is
I
perfect.
bet Illinois a little bit too.
Illinois, the problem I'm having
Depending
is
on
that I live in Lakeview. I get a lot of snotty-nosed renters that will complain about air freshener, that will complain about, oh my God, I spent 5 minutes looking for parking. These are the kind of complaints I get. So, they change the new metrics now. Any stupid stuff that happens to you,
hate
you drop by like 10%.
I hated it.
That
The new
stuff is...
metrics don't incentivize the guest to rate you. They incentivize the host to bug the guest to rate you.
That's exactly what's going on.
And I think
And I told my
I think
host
it's-
manager,
I-
I said, what's
That
going
was
on?
my question. Is like, what is Turo doing
I'm okay
to
with the
incentivize?
metric.
No, Jeff.
You know, are they giving
Jeff,
you a
I think I
discount if you
will even go further to say it's deeper
Yeah,
than.
you do.
I think it's deeper than that, right?
Yeah.
I think the new system
Let's see what my performance
actually,
is. Not him talking.
I think the new system actually dings the host.
Oh yeah, of course.
It puts you at a disadvantage
I'm
because there's nothing you can do.
When someone doesn't leave a rating.
Exactly.
Yeah, like here, they didn't leave a rating, so my host, I went down.
Look at that.
from,
Your shit.
you know,
It's like
down.
it's like the color of the
It is
rainbow.
me.
And I asked.
And I'm sure they're gonna change it more than likely. I mean, keep it the same way. I don't mind to rate me based on the cleanliness and the maintenance,
Right.
but don't ding me and penalize me when someone doesn't leave a
When
rating.
somebody doesn't rate, then.
But you see, the problem is this, right? Maintenance is become kind of subjective, right? A guest could use your car, maintenance could be perfect, but they just don't like that the tire sounds are louder than in a Mercedes.
Well,
I had a guest do that to me. They're like, oh, I just don't like the sound of the tires. It's too much sound inside the car. I'm like, well, you rented a Toyota. You know what I mean? Rent a Maybach and you have no cabin noise.
Rented one of mine for a month, and then he dinged me on the oil because it was needing oil change. Well,
like
before he
yesterday.
went out on
Yeah,
the oil,
like
before
maintenance,
he
like-
went
like-
out,
yeah, maintenance.
He only had it for a week, and he kept extending.
The vehicle needs oil.
Okay?
The vehicle is locked up on me.
Oh, yeah, engine.
That's exactly.
Like the
that's
engine locked up?
That's exactly what he said.
He did.
Right away, I grabbed my phone and I called him.
Yeah.
I said, let me ask you this. Are you able to drive it? Or what's going on? It's a 2019 Cruise with 30,000 miles on it. There's no way, it's locked up on it.
Yeah.
He said, no. Yeah, I still drive. It drives good. It's just showing 5%. I said, my friend, this is a maintenance reminder. This is not a low on oil. It's just saying that, yeah, it's time. You had the car for a little bit. It's time to change oil. But there is oil in it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Radwan, let me tell you what I went through with my success manager, right? My success manager, most of these success managers, I believe, they're like snotty-nosed fucks that don't know shit about what's going on in the street.
they don't care.
Jeff, do you feel the same way?
I haven't talked to mine yet,
I've
but
talked to
I
mine.
talked to the support,
Okay.
and I'll get one answer from one support person on Turo, and I get a second one.
Okay.
Like trying to change vehicles. I had to upgrade because the one that was rented for 30 days,
Okay.
the guy smoked in it. Well, I did everything under the book to try to get that back to
Normal.
clean.
Oh, no,
And then
ozone
I-
machine. You have an ozone
I
machine?
have ozone. I put it in there for 3 hours.
Oh, God.
I mean, he must have smoked a pack a day.
Oh, no,
or
I'll tell you how to
carton a
get
day.
rid of it fast. There's
And I
this,
also
there's this
did-
Japanese thing they sell on eBay.
I also did steam cleaning.
Oh,
I
that-
did washing
Oh, you
of
did
it.
steam cleaning too?
I ozoned it multiple times. I work at a dealership, so I used these air sprays. I changed out the cabin filters, and every time in the Florida sun it heated up,
Yeah, it will start
it
smelling
was
again.
coming out of the
Next-
plastics.
Go on eBay. Okay, just type in Japanese smoke eliminator. Okay, it's like this little thing is like a comfort. You just put it under the seats.
Yeah.
It gets rid of the hottest smoke in the world.
I tried
The
to do all
Japanese
that,
are
and
smart.
then
I don't
the
know how
lady
they
was
did it.
showing-
I don't know what's inside that
What is
thing.
it called? Japanese?
Japanese smoke eliminator. Just go
have to
type it on
try it
eBay.
out, but,
But just buy one little one. Put it in. It will get rid of any smoke smell, and it will do it in hours.
That
You know what
squeezy
I'm
thing
saying?
that they gave us, that thing
What's
had
the-
a chemical spill, or a smell actually.
Oh, yeah.
It really smells really like chemical. after
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do it.
Mine, I have a
I
smoke
had somebody
machine.
that complained about that.
Oh, the ozone machine.
Yeah, it makes you smell like a pool or something.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
smells
but it
like
only
it.
lasts like a few hours, and then
Yeah.
like I said, I rented it to this lady. Within 18 hours, she's calling me. Car's awesome, but it has a smell on it. Luckily, I have two of the same one,
Yeah.
so I switched her out.
That's the beauty of having
And
a bunch of the
I
same
ended
car.
up
Yeah.
having to trade in the car to
Because of that?
Well, it also needed tires and brakes.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
like, hey, I've got to hook up at Kia. I just switched it up, and yeah, I mean, it was a lot because of that. Because I couldn't.
Yeah, we can't rent it. It was no good. But you see, this is the kind of guest that I'm getting in Chicago, right? You have this like wealthy people that have like farmhouses and cottages in upper Peninsula, Michigan. They rent your car. They would complain about air freshener, like because of these people. I went. There's this cologne. It's called Gucci Guilty.
Yeah.
I had to go buy. There's a different kind of air freshener I use in my cars right now. It gives a very cool kind of ambience, like it's not overpowering. I had to do that because I was getting so much ding. Like people were giving me 4 stars just for air freshener. I'm like, what the hell is going on? You're not telling me the car's not running great. You're not telling me that my maintenance is. Oh, that's what you're talking about,
This is
the
what I was
TRX.
saying after the hurricane,
Yeah.
somebody was driving on a dark
Oh,
road
wow.
and ended up hitting a tree that was about 8 inches
On the road.
Yeah, just rammed it and then
God.
basically took off the tire. And
Sheesh.
so I'm dealing with all
Well,
that
fingers
stuff.
crossed. I've not had a total loss yet.
Yeah.
I've had accidents, like little accidents.
many
That,
total losses.
yeah, yes,
I make
exactly.
my money back on like 7, 8 cars.
But the beautiful thing about it is that the accidents I've been having have been like lining up my bottom line real nice. You know what I mean? Like all those $2,500 accidents. I have a body shop. It don't cost me nothing. I get a $30 can of paint. My body man puts in I give him 120, whatever, and everything is all set. You see what I'm saying? So that has been working out for me real good, and all that money from that accident claim has been going towards buying more cars. So that's that's been great for me. Yeah, that's been great. But I have no in Chicago. I'm not thinking of. I was thinking of buying an Audi R8, but not anytime soon.
I don't do luxury cars.
Yeah,
No, so I have a couple people that do luxury cars.
I'll tell you
They do
this.
own-
I'll tell you this, right? You're missing out.
You think so?
Get a Range Rover, an S-Class. You don't have to get the Maybach, right? Get the Maybach package. There's an S-Class with the Maybach package. It has everything a Maybach has except
How much are you letting them rent for?
Oh, Maybach private is going for $300 a day. People use it for weddings. They rent it for
What's it? I mean, how many days you rented out of the month?
My Maybach. Lately, I get about 10 to 12 days. In the summertime, it's gone all the time. Oh yeah, August. I never saw that Maybach. My Panamera is still not back till right now. You know what I mean? And then all my Priuses, like with the Uber, I never see those. You know what I mean? So like I have about 5 good cars that I see here and there. I keep those intentionally. I don't want to rent them out long term because for people in my neighborhood know me. They know I'm the rental guy and they come to me. So I always want to have cars around. And what I've noticed lately is that the people in my neighborhood, because of how uppity they are, they like Lexus. So I'm switching out some of the Toyotas that I have temporary and I'm switching everything to a Lexus. So I've been buying a bunch of Lexus lately. You know what I mean? Because I noticed that with the Lexus, I always get 5-star ratings. Always. Even when I do the same thing I do with the Toyota, when I put over.
I have this for the shits.
You saw that, right? Yeah. It's everywhere. And I just made a YouTube video talking to I just made a YouTube video talking to Uber drivers that their job is on the line. They're coming
Uber
for their job.
drivers here, the one that drove me to the hotel last night, he said he's on the way out because Uber's taking about 80% of the profits. And he showed me. It was a $23 trip. He only made $5 on the deal.
Damn.
And then he gets 100% tips.
I got to tell you guys this. I got to tell you guys.
And it makes no sense. And it's an argument that is constantly going through Facebook all the time. But at my airport at Sarasota, they're not. They're very friendly. They're like with the oil change. I was telling earlier, it didn't need oil change. It needed oil change, but it wasn't low oil. And so they saw all the categories as low oil, and then you got hit.
You know, I get those. Those are not a big deal. It's just that the ones that did not wait to return. They shouldn't be penalizing you for this.
No.
I love the new metrics. Actually, it's more accurate.
Yeah.
It's better experience for everyone.
But maybe the host ought to have the same breakdown, you know, so we only have one way to rate our customer. And so if you have somebody that smokes in your vehicle, what do you rate them? Do you knock them down to a 3 so they never rent from you again, or do you have a separate category, you know?
I'm the type of guy that I don't really rate low. I should.
I try not to rate low.
I try not to.
But this is how I fix that remorse. They are not giving me free money. I'm providing a service. So if you smoke in my fucking car, I'm gonna ding you so hard. You know what I mean? Like,
You got to do a 3 or lower, then they won't rent from you.
no. What I do is, if you smoke, it's an automatic 3 stars. If you smoked, well, you
Wait
didn't.
till after they rate you.
Oh, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you wait or not because
for smoking,
they don't show them the ratings.
Will not kick them out.
No, Turo would not.
Yeah,
They need that money. They won't. Even sometimes when they crash your car, yeah, they need the customer base.
So
And I learned this the hard way.
I mean, at this point, rating them 3 or 2 doesn't matter.
Because
I'm usually pretty good at getting smells out, especially marijuana smells easy to get out.
yeah.
Cigarette is that
difficult,
one that had
yeah.
30, you know, if they only have it for a few days, it's easy. But in 30 days, I end up having to trade the vehicle because I did everything.
I joke with them sometimes because I meet my customers. I meet all the guys.
I did.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a business.
Yeah.
I do it as a business. I already have my business there, so it's like an add-on. I mean, I sell cars, but now less than before. But
Don't stop selling cars. I tell you that much. Don't
the
stop.
market is messed up.
The market is bad right now, but don't
Market is
stop.
very bad. No,
Don't
no,
stop.
I mean, I still buy and sell.
In Chicago, we're seeing the same thing. You know,
But it's, the market is really bad.
but car rental is keeping me afloat big time, especially on the private side. It's crazy.
It depends on the brands too, because like Lamborghini, they never hurt. During the pandemic, we actually tripled and quadrupled our sales.
No, pandemic, everybody made good money.
Yeah, but even right now,
Everybody.
they haven't. I mean, our cars are so like there's not a lot made. So
No, I mean,
but
you guys
like
have a specialty.
BMW, or actually my sister-in-law works at Land Rover and Jaguar, and they're not selling at all cars. And the cars that they have for used cars, they're selling now because everybody's needs a car because they flooded. But they're all like rental cars that they've bought. That's where they get a lot of their inventory from, the rental.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. This is what I'll tell you here, right? I think the magic car, if you needed a magic bullet for this Turo business, the answer is Japanese cars. Toyota, Honda, Lexus.
I have a Honda Civic.
I have no issues, bro. Like, I'm talking about all my cars are on the road, always. Hardly ever do I have a car
I have
sitting.
a Honda Civic.
You know?
That was the first one. And actually, my uncle, he's the one who pushed me into it. I knew about Turo, but it never interested me. Like, I want to make $30 or $40 a day on a car. And then
That's what deters a lot of people from starting because you think it's too little. But you don't think about the aggregate. You got to think about it like a stock market. Yeah, volume, yeah. Because once you think about $30 times 30 cars, it starts to make sense. You know, 30 cars times 10 cars.
He would tell me, I was lazy about it. And he
Yeah.
said, hey, here's the 10,000, just buy it whenever you can, whenever you get a chance. Then I bought the car. That was back in September actually. September last year. So I said, you know what, let me try with the Honda Civic. Those cars are good. If we put it in there and it doesn't work out,
That's it. You call it a day. Yeah, you still have the car. You can still a good sale. It's still a good sale, yeah.
Still a good seller car, and you sell good. So I bought this 2013 Honda Civic with like 80,000 miles on it.
Oh, wow.
At the time, it cost me around 9,700. It was the 1 year anniversary for it. I want to say October 5th.
Yeah.
So it was like 20 days ago. That was the 1 year.
Okay.
The car made about $13,000.
Already paid itself, plus profit. That's not
Paid
bad.
off the car. The car has right now on it 124,000 miles.
That's not bad.
They put actually it was 88,000 miles on it about it. So they put about
40,000 miles, somewhere
12 plus
around.
24. They put about 36,000 miles.
Yeah, almost 40, yeah.
I mean, I think I can still sell it right now with that kind of miles at least 8,000.
Oh, you can sell it to another Turo host.
So 21 minus 10, the cost.
Yeah. You guys know about Shavar Brown, right? The guy that owns the Turo Group, the Turo Business Group out of Atlanta. He owns a car dealership, He has he has just about everything. He has Maybachs, he has just everything.
Yeah.
And he runs the Turo Group, and they're a full-fledged car dealership with a real estate conglomerate attached to it, and then he went into Turo. You know, he hosts like Rock Nation, celebrities and stuff like that. I'm actually shocked I haven't seen him here. Hopefully he's gonna be here. Yeah, he's one of the guys that I see that you could emulate implement some of his things from, because he uses his cars, he buys them at like 50, 60,000 miles, uses them to right under the Turo cutoff, and then he sells them to other Turo hosts.
There's no Turo cutoff, technically.
Yeah, really,
But,
yeah.
but you don't really want to keep them for too long. Because,
Yeah.
maintenance-
Exactly.
That's why I tried with a few cars. And man,
But I'm not gonna
go
lie-
through the same problem.
but I'm not
car
gonna-
break down with a customer.
Like right now, the only car that I have payments on that is still like open is the Maybach. The Range Rover is almost paid off. The other Range Rover was bought cash. All my Toyotas are paid off. You know, not from buying them cash, but from Turo income. Like whatever I paid, they've surpassed that. Sometimes some of them are double, like the Prius V's, the ones that they use for Uber, they all like double, triple, stuff like that. So as soon as I get like a buyer, I let them go. Right now. But the Toyota, I can still keep them. You know what I mean? Toyotas go forever. So I don't even have a problem doing that. But now I'm trying to switch into Lexus, because I noticed that just the Lexus people don't complain. They always give 5-star reviews. So I want to buy a car that I can get 5-star reviews all the
I'll tell you
time.
this, I don't know if this happens to you probably not, because I have more cars. So when I swap vehicles, let's say a customer rented out a 2017 Chevy Malibu I have.
Yeah, I swap cars a lot, yeah.
So that Malibu is still with a customer.
Yeah.
Or the customer never bought it back, because I have those a lot. They don't bring them back on time. Like almost
I'm always
50%.
late, always late.
50% always late. Or they want to extend, but they're waiting till the end of the day, and I didn't have it on snooze. Because you gotta put it on snooze.
Yeah, that's why to stop it,
So
stop
you try
someone
to
from.
swap them out, and another one, let's say I have for example, I have a 2021 Chevy Trailblazer. So you call, I said, hey, I called the Turo support, say, hey, I want to swap them out, swap the vehicles.
Yeah.
I don't have the other vehicle. And then I've had this happen a few times so far. They tell you, we're sorry, we can't do it.
Why?
On this vehicle. Why? They're saying because the vehicle to this value is above 15,000, and we don't want to give the customer a car above 15,000.
Oh, I see. Because of the customer's credit history, they already lined them up somewhere. Oh shit.
Well, for me, I had a
Yes, hi.
Kia Sport. I think it's really a Sport.
Yeah.
It took me, the first guy, he's like, sent the customer a link to rent it.
Oh,
The
okay.
second one actually was his process and it changed everything up because I adjusted my discounts, and I don't know, at the time of booking what the discount was.
Oh, I keep
so
the
they
dis-
see it on their end.
Yeah, I keep
And
the
so
discount
they
very low.
transferred it over.
Uh-huh.
But the first one didn't have a clue, and I see that a lot is because they third party their, the customer service overseas.
Yeah.
That these hosts or that these reps are not being trained.
They're not trained
Or they
properly
don't
on
have-
how to manage
they don't
good
have a book,
management. Yeah.
So okay, for this,
If this is a situation, a playbook, yeah.
playbook. So you have to just keep, nagging them and doing
Yeah.
the right.
It's crazy. You get the right outcome or something, from somebody.
And it's so easy switching, especially in my case, it was the same exact vehicle. And then, she rated me low because of the smoking, even though I switched her over. And then the one that wrecked my car didn't rate the maintenance at all. So was it due? It kicks me down. Because she didn't rate that
Oh,
because
boy.
she wrecked the car.
Yeah, Turo sucks sometimes.
So I'm like, that's where this metric, I'm like,
I know. It's annoying. I hate it. I like this. It's a lot of this in Chicago.
Yeah, we have a few.
Well, there's more in Florida.
They imported from the afternoon, so
Yeah.
morning and afternoon you find some shelter.
And just like that, every good thing comes to an end. We're done at the Turo convention, day 1, and I'm out of here. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'll see you in day 2. So about to head out to the Turo Power Host Summit, day number 2. So I'm checking out at my Airbnb, and I'm checking into a different hotel. Apparently my Airbnb did not cover my last day, and I extended my stay in Phoenix for an extra day. So I'm gonna be checking out of here and checking into a different hotel. The Uber is on the way, so let's get to the Power Host Summit.
0, 1. Let's get started.
And the Uber is here. Hello, sir. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for Chukumi Jam, okay? For Destiny Autos. Thank you. So today, in addition to the Ferraris and stuff, they brought out the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck is here, so I'm just gonna go into the Ferraris, the Nissans, and stuff are still here. Hi. She already checked me. I was here.
Drop that.
All right. You gave me one already? Yeah, Roman. Are you trying to double bless me double time? Ooh, should I grab a drink? What is that? Coffee roaster. I don't do coffee. Hi guys. Okay. Hi big guy. Hello. Good to see you again. And they're the men of the hour. How's it going, bro?
Ladies and gentlemen.
So at the convention, we had a couple of very interesting and mind-stimulating conversations. I want you to take the time out to watch the video, comment, like, and subscribe. Here they are.
Last week, I think, I had a 2020 Malibu that I've been renting for almost a year. 10 months, actually. It's been 8 months exactly since I put it. Went out for 1 month, came back with 10,500 miles.
Woo!
And the guy didn't even bother to tell me, hey, probably needs an oil change or something, you know. Ignorant guess. I'm not going to say most of them, but I'm going to say at least in St. Louis,
A high percentage.
40-50%. They leave the car an hour away, say, I can't make it to you. Or right now I have one that is actually booked it last Thursday for 1 day. Till now. Older lady. I met her. I usually meet my guests because I have a business. You know? So I don't really like to have to do it from home or that's my business. I'm already, you know, that's why it's good. It's not bad.
I think it makes sense for you to be at that percentage so that you could get your financial worth, you know?
90%?
Yeah.
2,500. It's like I'm not going to be paid for any claim.
For me,
I had 7 or 8 total losses in like the first 6 months.
Well, that's a good thing.
It's a good thing for us, yeah. As a dealer, I mean, you make the money. You make big money, actually. That's what you wish for, actually. Not if you buy it brand new from the dealership. You probably don't want them to get.
yeah, financing and all that stuff, you got to pay off your loan, yeah. But there's an advantage if you put a loan. You got to put the gap insurance. That puts you at an advantage if you have gap insurance.
Yeah, gap insurance if your value.
Yeah.
I mean, true, but
It helps you, you know.
it helps you if you have a loan.
Yeah, if you have a loan, yeah.
My car's cash. I don't really.
No, I understand. I'm just saying for people that have a loan, so that they're not discouraged, you know. You know that. No, it makes sense. But you are up. That was good for you, man. Considering how much
If
you.
you ask me about Turo, if I don't have any other business like with it, like it helps you with their employees.
Yeah.
Because I have 2 sources of income.
Oh, okay.
You can actually split it on both.
Oh,
So
okay.
you don't really feel it too much.
Oh, I see.
You know, it's a journey. It's discovering something new every day.
And you find out you solve problems along the way, you know. Like you cannot figure everything out on the first day. It's as you're going,
It takes a minute.
you're learning. You know what I'm saying? You're learning things that you should stop doing, things you should start doing. You know what I mean? So, and then this conference is like a cherry on the cake on all that, because then you meet people, oh my God, this is not working for me. This might work for you, you know? So,
The only issue I have is rating. I'm sure everybody has it.
yeah, everybody has that. Yeah, we've been talking about
I don't
that.
like to pressure people until you get ratings. It doesn't make sense. I would, the same thing, the first thing I would do, at least maybe 20 cars. I mean, because now that's 4 cars is still, you're still not a full-time business. But when you get to like 15 or 20,
But I think I understand why they made it 4 cars, because some people have 4 powerful cars that bring in a lot of revenue. You know what I mean? Like if you think about the guys with like say,
It's still not a business. They're
I'm not
not
trying to
taking it serious.
but some people are taking it seriously at 4 cars. Some people. There's a lot of people with 4 cars taking it seriously.
4 cars
Yes.
was a joke, man. When I had 4 cars, it's like, I'm not doing anything.
But don't forget, some people have Ferraris, bro. Some people have Lamborghinis. Some people have McLaren, you know.
It's the time. I'm talking about time-wise. Even if you have the Ferrari.
I just think that people with 4 cars, they see the businesses a lot differently.
But think about it. You have 4 cars that is worth like over 100 grand.
Yeah.
So think about those guys. You know what I mean?
Well, then you do for luxury cars, you do different.
I think they looked at the data. They looked at the data and they saw the discrepancy between cost of cars, because you could tell me you have 20 cars, right? But a guy has one Rolls Royce Phantom and all your 20 cars is not worth the same as the Phantom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the discrepancy. The income that each car is bringing. So they had to look at the numbers and say, okay, 4 cars is the sweet spot.
20 cars or 50 cars, cheap cars cars.
But you see, if they do
still
that,
make more money than one Rolls Royce.
but if you see if they do that, if they do that, it's unfair to the guy that has a bunch of luxury cars. A guy that has like one Rolls Royce Phantom and one McLaren. It's unfair to him, you know. So that's the issue.
This guy,
Who's that?
I watched the show the other day on
YouTube?
Netflix.
Netflix, okay.
You know, my wife kept pushing me. Oh, I need to see it. So I don't even remember. Love is Blind or something.
My girlfriend always pushes me. One of my girlfriends, she always pushes me to watch that bullshit. Oh yeah?
The Arab version.
Oh, okay. Not the same thing in Chicago. The Pakistani body shops and mechanic shops, they figured out a way to like streamline the whole process, right?
Yeah.
So what they do is that during the pandemic, it affected a lot of people where they had to scale back a little bit. But before the pandemic, we used to have like shops that were open till 1 a.m. in the morning, 24 hours. They closed at 5, open back at 7 a.m. You know, but now everybody's trying to get back in the groove of things. So now people are open till 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and that helps. Like if you do Turo, you know the difference that could make.
See, at the end, they want to make it streamlined because it's more money for them, means more money for you.
You know, and it's not even about, sometimes it's not about the money. Like think about it, you just want your car ready so that you could not get dinged by Turo for a rental that's going out the next morning. So that's how I look at it. And thanks man, thanks bro. And the more we could do that, the more advantageous that could be. You know what I mean? So you guys don't have anything like that in Houston?
No.
It takes time for us, several days, to get everything done.
Maybe you guys have to like,
Pull one of these body guys over there.
Yeah, you guys have to put the business together yourself and make it 24 hours.
So what I'm saying is like, the Houston market is mechanic. A lot of places have already so much work.
I see what you're saying. So they don't need the money.
They don't need
the money
to do the extra.
Yeah, I see what you're saying to make
Unless you have your own payroll mechanic, payroll body guy, and then now you have an additional stress of finding a good body guy, finding a good mechanic.
And managing them, you know. Yeah, I think that's some of the problem that people have in Chicago too. Employing people that they could keep. Because ever since Uber came out, people have a hard time managing employees because the employee could say like, man, forget this, man. I'm going to go drive Uber. You know what I mean? So
exactly. They'll make the same money on Uber, do their own timing.
Sometimes they make more, depending on how hard they're willing to hustle. So it affects you. It affects the whole market. Uber was a market disruptor. They disrupted a lot of people and businesses because now people have an option. They can say, I'm going to go drive, I'm gonna go, do Uber Eats, I'm gonna go do DoorDash. They have options now, unlike before where you have to stay with your employer. You know what I mean?
You had a job, you wanted to keep it.
So what kind of cars do you guys?
I have all the way from mid-level range to luxuries. So we have Escalades.
You have how many?
Range Rovers. I have altogether about 140 cars.
140 cars. Oh, that's nice. I have Range Rovers too. I'm trying to add I'm trying to update. I'm trying to take like my 2015.
We have 2021, 2022 Westminster editions.
Oh, that's good. I'm trying to upgrade.
We have a 2023 Defenders.
I'm trying to upgrade to that because I think the Defender, they put the 5.0 liter engine, which is the good engine. I try to stay away from the supercharged because they tend to.
A lot of Westminster edition, they come supercharged.
I know, you got to be careful. What kind of oil are you putting in the engines? What kind of oil are you?
Everything is handled through another mechanic shop.
Oh, okay. Make sure it's liquid moly in the Range Rover engines. It's a German engineered oil. Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up, big guy? It's a German engineered oil. So it's anything that the Germans do, they tend to do it well. So that's what I learned from a mechanic shop called Star Auto. It's a separate Star Auto in Oakland, in Illinois. I went over there and asked the guy, what's the best oil to put in a Range Rover to maintain the integrity of the engine? And he said, try the liquid moly. So I've been doing the liquid moly ever since then. That's what I've been doing. Liquid moly. Look it up, okay? And if you watch my YouTube videos, I have a video where I did a video on what kind of oil is required for the Range Rover. And if you look in the link in the description, you will see that I put a link to eBay to find the liquid moly oil and stuff like that. It helps the integrity because it's synthetic, so it was properly engineered not to break apart because the Range Rover engine is destroyed because the integrity of the oil falls apart, and that's when the engine overheats. And if you know anything about Range Rover engines, they die because of heat exhaustion.
Is it the timing chain that goes out?
Yes, the heat is because of heat. It's a high heat emitting engine. That's why the coolant is very special. Once you put the green one, it goes kaput right away. You always have to go with the pink one. Yeah.
To diversify.
So this is my perspective, right? And I want to make myself clear. if you're trying to get into this business, you cannot be short-sighted. You have to be quick, you have to be swift, and you have to be purposeful in what direction you want to go. I think anybody getting into this business and you want to be short-term, you got to get in quick, grab the money, and be out.
And get out.
If you want to plan for this to be some kind of transgenerational wealth, I think you need to think full circle. I'm talking body shop, mechanic shop,
Yeah, I hadn't thought about those things.
dealership, and then car rental. And then try to find all the little ways to generate like little revenues around all that business. That way you could have something solid. So even if Turo just faces away from the face of the planet, you're gonna be solid.
Yeah. I started looking into that. I have a couple of friends that have.
I work at a dealership, and they go by, if somebody comes in and says, hey, I want this monthly payment or so, that's a golden start.
You know
for them.
immediately.
They already
I
know,
used to be
okay.
a car salesman for 10.
Sounds like a lot, but I'm going to show you 2 data points of why this is extremely exciting. Andrew and his amazing team, we haven't done any marketing in this. Zero marketing, no push notifications, nothing. This is all.
So finally, the 2024 Turo Power Host Summit is over, and it was a ball hearing from the CEO, meeting all these powerful men, young men, middle-aged men, older men, with so much influence, so much power, so much knowledge. It was a blessing to be in their midst, and seriously, I cannot even fathom being in such a place filled with so much knowledge in my life. I'm so fortunate. I want to say I'm so blessed to be in the midst of all these power hosts that came to the Power Host Convention. I met so many personalities. I was able to share my knowledge with so many people, and at the end of the day, it was a wonderful opportunities. So for everybody that I talked to, that I had an opportunity to interact with, I want to say thank you. To the CEO of Turo, I want to say thank you for all the work you do, because it's such an amazing opportunity. And hopefully, I'll see every one of you next year in 2025. Thank you, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.